What up, Raffalitas? Welcome back to my channel. Wanted to show you what's happening in this neck of the woods since the last time you were here. The last time you were in this neck of the woods, I showed you what was happening with the World Trade Center that was being built by Bank's DIH group. But here I'm going to go down High Street until we get to the World Trade Center building and show you what has happened since then. So there have been new works at the courts, the appeals courts. So they've actually expanded that building. This is Gao building. This Gao building, Ghana Agricultural Workers Union building, has also been renovated. This is a newly renovated building. It's now listed for sale or rent by Ryan Gomes, realtor. Right, so what they did is they put a glass facade on the front of the building. Next door there's another renovation project. This is an old building that is being rebuilt with concrete and steel. On the other side there's the Audit Office of Guyana, the Auditor General. And on this side this is NACI. That's their union. That's Red House. Seems to have been painted recently. That's the Chetty Jagan Research Institute. Digicel has a head office over here. Digicel is the competing cell phone service provider, competing with GT&T. That's the Chetty Jagan Research Center. Seems to have been recently painted.
Distance
Still
5
seems
miles. Duration 1 hour 36 minutes 27 seconds. Pace 36 minutes 16 seconds per mile. 782 kilocalories burned.
So in Kingston, we're walking past the Anglican diocese. This is their headquarters. Their missionaries live here. The Anglican Church is the English Church of Guyana, as opposed to the Catholic Church, which is the Roman Catholic Church. So this is the head of the English Anglican Church in Guyana, headquarters. What is this? Diocese of Guyana, Anglican Episcopal. That's what the sign says. This is Barrack Street, Kingston. That's the new headquarters of ExxonMobil, currently located in that building. They're building their new headquarters. It should be completed by now, I guess. That's Barrack Street, Kingston. At the end of this street, that is the, I don't think you can see it from here, but I guess that tall building. Lincoln University and the power company at the end of Barrack Street. On the other side, this is the Guyana Civil Aviation Authority. They're located here in Kingston. And next door to them, that's the China National Offshore Oil Company, CNOOC. IDB, in Inter-American Development Bank over here. And I think this is, what, the Cuban Embassy on this side. And this building on the other side, that is the Yoga Center. Brahma Kumari Raja Yoga Center. But yeah, on this side, this building is also being renovated, slowly being renovated, but next door, this is what is happening with the World Trade Center. So Banks DIH is renovating their building into the World Trade Center. Seems as if they have demolished most of the old structure and they're still, I guess, deciding what to do, what architecture to build in its place. But this is supposed to be the new World Trade Center in Guyana. I've described it in the previous video. We'll look at it as time goes by and see what it looks like when it's completed. But that's it, guys. That's what's happening here in Kingston on High Street. That's looking back where it came from, along High Street. One other thing before we get to Main Street is that this old train, oh, this is the Guyana Elections Commission behind this wall. But on the other side, that frame of a building, that frame used to be the old train station. Right, so Guyana had the first railway in South America, built here by the British. That's one of the things the British left behind, as opposed to the French. When the French left their colonial territories, they destroyed and tore up everything out of spite. But the British did leave behind a functioning railroad system, and this was the original train station. This has been repurposed into a park. I've always argued, I continue to argue, that we really should go back to having trains, light rail, advanced light rail systems in Guyana. It will take the congestion off the roads and make it safer to travel in Guyana with all these accidents. But this is the end of the line for the train here in Kingston. Right, that's Cowan Street in Kingston on the other side. And this is what has been happening here. They're turning this into a park, the train station into a park. And they've taken, this used to be a tin roof building. It was long enough, I guess, to hold a train or a few carriages of a train while they were being repaired. This is the roof. So this is the old original galvanized roof. This roof is probably at least maybe 100 years, well, maybe 60, 70, 20s and 70 or 80 years old. So this roof could be 100 years old. It's been removed from the train station, and I suppose they're going to repurpose the frame, probably going to build it into another concession area, which seems to be what they're doing. That's Transports and Harbors Engineering Department. But this is what is happening here, guys. This is what has happened to the old train station. It's being repurposed into a park. They have paved the surface, used paving stones to cover the surface of the ground, and they're repurposing this old train shed into what we will see eventually. That is the World Trade Center building. Like I said, DIH, Banks DIH, not Banks DIH, DDL. DDL is actually building the World Trade Center. Over there we can actually see that they're going for a 7-story building. And this is across the street is the parking lot for Ministry of Finance. That's the Ministry of Finance building on Main Street. So that's it, guys. That's what's happening in this neck of the woods as we walk from Kingston into Cummingsburg. Harcourt Street. Over there, this is Main Street. There's a fire that destroyed the building at this intersection, this corner. Pressy Photo Studio was located in that building. This is Lamaha Street and Main Street, or what eventually becomes Republic Avenue. In this section it's called Main Street. All the flags up here celebrating the month of September, which is Amerindian Heritage Month. And on the other side, of course, this is Embassy Row. So there are a number of embassies. The Prime Minister's residence, official residence, is located over here. Prime Minister's official residence over here. This building is now being renovated. Actually, not sure what it's becoming because it's been on renovation and changing shape for the longest while. Ministry of Finance. So I don't know what's gonna eventually be used, what this building is going to be eventually used for. But this is Embassy Row, so I can assume that some kind of embassy is going to move in. Next door, that's a British High Commission and various embassies. But that's what's happening here, guys. Just gave you a walk down High Street, showed you what's happening with the New World Trade Center and the old train station, and now Main Street. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. That used to be the doctor's flats. Physicians working with the hospital, public hospital, were housed in this building. And that's a British embassy, British High Commission. That's Main Street and New Market Street. That's the official residence, right? The president's residence. This is the equivalent of the White House in Guyana. Don't know if much work gets done out of that White House. And this, that's the GPL, Guyana Light and Power Authority. That's what's happening here, guys. President's official residence. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. In the comments below, tell me what you think about the transformation of this section. It seems as if they've changed, they've resurfaced this avenue. Tell me what you think about what's happening here in Georgetown, in the Kingston and now Cummingsburg area sections of the city. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here in Georgetown, Guyana, in the fastest growing country in the world. Later!